Hello and welcome to another Deadspace playthrough. I'm very excited to be here with you guys today. I just barely put out a little uh, couple of things. One is Dracula 2020 commentary. Weirdly enough, like we recorded this about a year ago, but I just wasn't able to find it for a while. I thought I'd lost this because I searched around and couldn't find it. Then I found the file as I was just browsing around. I was just like, okay, cool. And then I put up the other one as well. The other one is infinitely worse. The movie, that show is bad. The show is really bad. Especially episode 3. Episode 3 is trash fire. Like I cannot like believe how bad that movie is. Anyway, fire. I cannot like believe how bad that movie is. Anyway, fire. I cannot like believe how bad that movie is. Anyway, fire. I cannot like believe how bad that movie is. Let me label the technical difficulties. My apologies. Fire. Let me a second. Not that's so dumb. I hate this. Believe how bad that movie is. Let me label the technical difficulties. Come on. Apologies. My apologies. Slight problem with me. With my audio. That's so dumb. I hate this. Believe how bad that movie is. Let me label the technical difficulties. Come on. Apologies. My apologies. Slight problem with me. My audio. That's so dumb. It's believe how bad that movie is. Let me label the check. Properly scary time? I'd say so. Yeah. 1 second. Apologies. My apologies. Slight problem with me. My audio. That's so dumb. It's believe how bad that movie is. Let me label the check. Properly scary time? I'd say so. Yeah. 1 second. Apologies. My apologies. Slight problem with the my audio. 1 second. How bad that movie is. Let me label the check. Properly scary time? I'd say so. Yeah. 1 second. Apologies. My apologies. Slight problem with I actually need to quit really quick since my audio. Since my second. Let me label check. Probably scary time. I'd say so. Yeah. 1 second. Apologies. My apologies. There. Okay. Cool. Yeah, janky audio. We have a house full of Dunn. Sorry. I accidentally left open the so I weirdly enough just accidentally left YouTube open and I didn't mute it. That was my bad. Yeah. That's why I was trying to figure out, for whatever reason, Deadspace wouldn't allow me to alt tab and make it so that I could get it out of it. Yeah, but no worries. I have completely just really gotten rid of the problem. Let's see where to go first.
This may be our last chance of getting out of here alive, Isaac. There's an asteroid loaded up in the mining bay waiting to be smelted. If you attach the SOS beacon to it, you can launch it away from the ship to make a clean broadcast. The beacon's on the maintenance subdeck. You can launch the asteroid from the control room. Damn, the control room is locked. It looks like they keep an emergency access key on the processing subdeck. Couldn't be easy, could it? I don't know how much more of this I can take.
No, I don't think I have a cold. Just had a little bit of something in my throat. Oh, it's fine. Round. Afternoon, Balerion. Now we're just playing. White gave me this game, and so I feel like I'm obligated to play it, at least for another day at least. I think I might resume it in October. Start playing it again. I'm just dead. Yeah, I'm a zombie now. Apparently, all of the somebody finally, out of all the death threats I've gotten, somebody finally got me. I think it was White after we watched Aragon last night. But at least that was kind of a funny bad movie as opposed to something like Transformers. You don't really need to know anything whatsoever about the game, don't worry. Oh, that's kind of fun. Afternoon Convoy, Corby, Japanese. Oh, that's great. I love it. Aragon, not Aragorn. Dunn, you watched Aragon without me? We can watch it again. I just barely like me, White, and Raptor were just bored. I'm sorry. I forgot that you really hate that movie. We could definitely watch that another time. I was just bored. I'm sorry, and I wanted to torture White, but it ended up being less torturous than anticipating. It did. Okay. Done. Let's come together and watch Transformers Revenge of the Fallen again. For the ultimate mental challenge. Yeah, those that movie is mentally challenging to watch. I would agree. It is remarkably bad. Yeah, Revenge of the Fallen. That movie is freaking awful. We have the full commentary up on YouTube. I guess you could say it is mentally challenging to watch. Yeah. It is mentally challenging to watch It's not as mentally challenging to watch Aragon. Aragon's, though weirdly enough, for whatever reason, Aragon has a lower a lower Rotten Tomatoes critical score than most of the Transformers movies, aside from Last Night and Last Night and Age of Extinction, which is really, really, really weird to me, because Aragon's kind of dumb YA schlock in a lot of ways, but it's not torturous to watch. What the? Okay. I can head downward. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, Dr. Crow. I apologize. Maybe we'll watch it again with you. We'll do the. Maybe we'll do like a kind of a. Oh yeah, that might be great. Like do like we're doing with.
This is Temple. I found Elizabeth. There isn't a single space-worthy vessel in the whole goddamn bay.
Jacob, hurry up! We need to find a beacon.
There's gotta be one around here somewhere.
More sex jokes and hot babes. Okay, looks like popping. It's a war crime. Project you have more souls. Souls to Dracula 2020. Oh, I love Dracula 2020. Dracula 2020 is hilariously bad, especially the ending where it turns out everything that Dracula. Space Junk, you haven't heard of Dracula 2020? That's kind of deep lore from the beginning of the podcast. Basically, the idea is the guy who did Sherlock now is doing a Dracula adaptation. It's a 3-episode miniseries. It's okay. First episode is interesting because it's a kind of strange adaptation of the book. Then it kind of goes into the book plot of the Demeter, where it's basically a whodunit, but the problem is it is so obvious that whodunit because Dracula's on the thing, and it's trying to be clever, but the problem is it's kind of dumb.
There's a failsafe on the processing control door. It won't open until gravity is restored. But you can't turn on the gravity until those boulders are cleared from the room. Maybe you can dump them into that gravity beam.
Because I think the opening line, like, okay, what's it? Yeah. But yeah, it's Dracula 2020 is really bad. Like, I think the first episode opens up with the question. Yeah. the book opens, the show opens up with Agatha Van Helsing, who's a gender switch Van Helsing, asking the Jonathan Harker, who looks like a vampire, kind of talks a little bit like has flies buzzing around him. And him like a vampire. And she asks him the very weird question. Did you happen to have any sexual contact with Count Dracula? That's one of the first lines in the show, and it tells you exactly what you're going to be working with for the next bit. Find out, yeah. And somehow, yeah, Dracula honestly is the most screwed up character in the show, because it turns out, well, for one thing, they at the end of number 1, at the end of what is it? Episode 2, it turns out that Agatha Harkness, Agatha Hopkins, Agatha Van Helsing, has the Van Helsing. Oh, Lucy's pretty bad. Yeah, I forgot. Lucy's bad. Yeah. That whole thing with Lucy was so bad. I agree. Okay. Yeah. Oh. It's not. Well, it's actually not. There's no porn in it. She just kind of asks. It's kind of like Dracula's an equal opportunity murderer, and the blood sucking is very clearly coded as sexual. No, it's BBC. Where do you find this stuff? The stuff I usually watch. I just found that, Dracula 2020 is on Netflix. It's actually not on the CW. It's actually BBC, weirdly enough. Yeah, the Lucy plot was really bad. How do I restore the gravity? Yeah, the Lucy plot, yeah, that's pretty bad. Like, especially like the weird stuff with it's coded as sexual in the book, but it's just like insanely over the top. It's insanely over the top in the show, and it's just like, Mr. Moffat. Did Mr. Moffat, is there something like, are you okay? Yeah, okay, so basically what happens is Dracula actually like because he goes to sleep after going into the into a little bit of a coma. Oh, it's a power node thing. Okay. Node. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, it was kind of, this was more Sherlock, or like season 3 Moffat in a lot of ways. Oh, where's it? Yeah. Yeah. Sherlock with Doctor Strange, yeah. Okay. Yeah, the Sherlock with Doctor Strange, that's what I'm referring to, yeah.
Reminder. Gravity must be restored before accessing the control room. Thank you.
It's locked. How do I get through this thing? Yeah. Yeah, and I would especially say that, like, Dracula 2020 is probably his worst work. It's pretty bad. Like, it, like, kind of cuts out a lot of the good parts of the novel and just makes them really, really bad, which I find intensely frustrating, because I really like that book.
Exiting zero gravity.
Let's see. Why fix the zero gravity problem? Why fix the zero gravity problem? Black Hobbits. I did hear about that. I was just, I did hear about that. I was just like, eh. Do I have any guests? Right now, no. I put the link in for the stream team if they want to come on. But so far nobody's joined yet. But yeah, Dracula 2020, and like, it's especially weird since he wakes up in friggin' the meter goes down. He doesn't manage to get there. He doesn't manage to get to England and in the actual timeline. Instead, what happens is he falls asleep. And then has a few hundred years to recover, and then wakes up in modern day.
Free floating anomalies detected. Area must be cleared before gravity can be restored.
Yeah. I don't really see anything wrong with Black Hobbits either. I just think it's just like, just kind of irrelevant, really. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, the Netflix trailer. About Dracula? No. No. No, no, no. No. No, no. That Dracula show is awful. It is really, really bad. It is absolutely awful. Oh, lovely. Let me see if I can... Ah, hello, sir.
Greetings. Greetings. This is only one of my forms. I take a number of different forms.
So Balerion is a white cracker Parshendi.
A hooper Cindy?
A white cracker Parshendi.
I guess. Yeah. Because I take different forms? Ah.
Yes.
It took me a minute to get the reference. Oh god. Anyway, remind me not to watch that Dracula thing.
Well, yeah, you don't have to. You can just watch our show on it, or just watch us watch me. I think that the Demeter is the kind of just a really lame whodunit.
Oh no. Prentice Becca says, yeah, don't, Balerion. You will want to cease living. How do you not haven't already ceased living? I have lived many times and died many times.
Oh, ouch.
So yeah, no Dracula porn for me, please.
It's actually not pornographic at all. There's actually no like overt any sexual content in it at all, really.
Apart from the blood sucking bit.
The blood sucking bit is mainly just it's just weird.
Episode 3 goes, hey, want to go to hell?
Yeah, episode 3 is bad. It's like Rise of Skywalker levels of bad.
Oh. Yeah.
And I mean that in all seriousness, because basically what happens is Dracula has been said to have this aversion to crosses and sunlight and all the other normal vampire stuff. And then it's revealed at the end of the episode that all of Dracula's weaknesses were placebos the whole time.
Oh, so it wasn't actually, it was just, it just stressed him out, kind of. So it was psychosomatic.
He just thought that he really just thought that he was he just thought that he was weak to sunlight because he was guilty about not sacrificing his life during wars.
Oh, nah. I suppose that could be deep and involve character growth and blah 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 blah. I suppose it could. Does it?
Well, kind of. Then that's the end of the show and the end of the episode.
Are there any more episodes?
Nope, that's it.
Oh.
And he commits suicide by drinking cancer blood from Agatha Van Helsing's reincarnation.
Which reminds me that it's time for lunch.
He dies, yeah, in a weird fever dream and then the image fades into an image of the sun. Yeah, she's actually very accurate. Yeah, that's 100% accurate.
In a weird fever dream, and then the image fades to an image of the sun. I wish I was effing joking.
Yeah, she's accurate. Yeah, that's accurate.
I will hide myself because I'm going to be eating, but I'll still be here.
No worries, it's fine. You don't need to turn on your camera. It's camera. I don't
No,
so
you need to just see my true form once again. I've been on hiatus too long.
Indeed. Yeah, he dies drinking cancer blood. It's so just like what? Like it looks like the writers got suddenly high. Your subtle tone of voice that I should not watch the show. Well, I'm putting it up on our commentary on the show on Rumble for free. Yeah, she has cancer, and apparently because she has cancer, the blood is toxic to vampires. I'm not kidding. Apparently cancer blood is toxic to vampires. Oh, ouch. Like leukemia? This makes no sense if you think about it. Nope, it doesn't. Yeah. Yeah. And like, if you're still... yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh dear. No. Pardon me. This is actually... Oh, sorry.
Oh, go for it, sorry. No, you're fine. Go for it.
Thank you. This is... this image I have is actually from an RPG I was in a long time ago. Some 20-ish years ago. Between 15 and 20 years ago, we were Parody RPG, and I was a Balrog, and who like couldn't speak properly. He had this weird thing where he spoke in bizarre typos. So that's where that's from. I didn't do this myself. One of the other people who did all the art did this thing. So that's where that's from.
Yeah.
In case anyone was dying to know.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's actually genuinely kind of scary. Although he isn't.
Yeah. I think Yeah, like you were saying, Becca, like Lucy Westenra gets like turned into a cheating cow in the series, and then brutally punish her for it. Like she gets burned after she gets turned into a vampire and put into her coffin. They are going for a cremation, and vampires don't heal in this. They're more like revenants in this show than
Kind of like Barrack and Lady Stoneheart.
worse actually, because at least like they can die. So like when they're burned alive, they just kind of stay there. They just kind of stay in a burned or injured state and just keep decomposing.
Yeah. People saying Gandalf is as strong as a Balrog are cringe. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's
Gandalf
not.
fanboys. Make me tired.
She gets burned alive. She gets burned alive to the loud tones of Robbie Williams' Angels for some reason. Yeah, I forgot about that. I didn't know that was an actual, like, I forgot that was a choice that they made. It's really, really weird. It is a really bad show. I do not understand what they were thinking when they were writing it. I think that some of the writers were high, because that's the only way I can like understand the the weird creative choices that were made during the show.
Maybe it's just like The Force Awakens. It's brilliantly postmodern.
Yeah. Wow. Dang. The Lucy Westenra's death in Dracula 2020 is the most baffling tone-deaf character torture death she's ever witnessed in a show. Dang. Wow, that's impressive. I don't know if it's brilliantly postmodern. I think it's just dumb and weird.
Well,
maybe that's kind of the definition of postmodern, is it's just dumb. Well, well, Force Awakens isn't really weird. It's just dumb. Dracula 2020 is friggin' weird. Like, there is so much weird psychedelic strangeness happening in that show. And then, like, Lucy is killed by her, like, former boyfriend. I can't remember. The relationship's weird in that.
I don't want to know.
Like, Jack Stewart, who works with the Jonathan Harker Foundation that was created by Mina Murray, who is, by the time of the modern day show, is dead.
Yeah. Okay, what is that thing? Yeah. Are those spider things?
Oh, crap.
So are those spiders you're attacking or what?
They're called necromorphs. Basically aliens.
Oh,
They're
okay.
able to infect other people. Oh,
So
dear.
basically, this is COVID on steroids.
Yeah, kinda. Deleting Arthur from that trio of guys who likes Lucy. Oh no, second. Quincy was the best character. Yeah, and he's just kind of an American playboy type, which is really frustrating. Let's see.
Yeah. Which reminds me that I may be ready to do a live stream shortly about Welsh literature and King Arthur. I may be ready for that shortly.
Oh, cool.
I'm doing research into that, and that might be of a bit more general interest than some of the other stuff.
Possibly.
Yeah.
This is odd. Let me try pausing it. I can't, for whatever reason, I can't quite I'm trying to bring Von Lustra on. He shoots a bat out of a window in the middle of a building in the book because it looked at him funny. And it was, oh yeah, that part's great. Let me, okay, cool. Sorry, technical difficulties, folks. I'm having a little bit of trouble bringing the guest. 1 second. Allow me to grab my computer. I will be right back.
Okay. King Arthur has some self-inserts in it. That would be odd. Considering that our earliest records we have about him at all are like several centuries after when he would have lived.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff about King Arthur that's like, there's a lot of conflicting myths. There's a lot of strange, like various different myths. King Arthur, weirdly enough, doesn't do much in his own myths.
Yeah, most of the time. Yeah, I mean, some of the earlier ones he does things. In Geoffrey of Monmouth, he conquers large swaths of Europe.
Mm-hmm.
In the History of the Kings of Britain, that's the one that popularized him in Europe at large.
Oh. Alrighty, 1 second. I'm almost in as my secondary person. So I can bring in Volumistra because I can't do it on my... Oh. Whoops.
There we go.
Welcome.
I am severely disappointed that one of you were wearing one of those fucking fake Viking helmets with horns.
That was Balerion. Don't blame me.
That's not a helmet. That's just part of my head.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, you're like L. You tear out your carapace and replace it with metal.
Yeah, I wonder if anyone had horned helmets. Probably somebody did.
Yeah.
Someone must have. Maybe I'll Google it in a bit if I can be bothered.
Is
that a hate crime in your country? No, but it's really annoying.
It's like somebody wearing a bad cowboy hat in America, I guess.
I think the equivalent might be for, in Ireland, leprechaun's kind of a dirty word.
True.
So don't mention Lucky the Leprechaun to an Irish person. They won't like it.
Mm-hmm. I imagine not. But yeah, we were just talking about Dracula 2020. Have you heard of that show?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, we actually did a show on like Dracula, and we kind of compared the various versions, like Bram Stoker's Dracula and the book, which I've read several times, and the Netflix adaptation. We were just like guffawing with laughter at the BBC one, because I think one of the first lines of dialogue that you get after, like, it kind of is strange, because you get Jonathan Harker is just randomly in a monastery after his encounter with Count Dracula, and one of the questions that the nun asks him is, "Did you have any sexual contact with Count Dracula?"
Wait, so this takes place after the book?
No, kind of, you know, the part where Dracula, after Jonathan escapes the apes Dracula's
Okay, so it's
castle.
in the middle of the plot of the book.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then it flashes back throughout the first episode. Throughout the
Wow,
first
this
episode,
sounds
basically...
fucking stupid.
Oh yeah, and then the second episode is the Demeter plot, like that whole ship ride where it's a whodunit mystery the whole time. And then the third episode is Dracula in Modern Times.
Okay, so this sounds like a mess that thinks it's funny and quirky, but is actually just stupid.
Yeah, kind of. And it turns out the whole time Dracula's weaknesses, like sunlight crosses and that stuff, they were all placebos. He wasn't really. He was really immune to the whole time. The only thing that can kill him is cancer blood from drinking Agatha Van Helsing's reincarnated great-great-something granddaughter.
Oh my fuck! What the fuck?
Yeah, no, really. Agatha is a feminist atheist nun in the show.
How is that even possible? Feminist nun I could see, but how can a nun and atheist kind of maybe just a tiny bit contradictory?
Yes, kind of.
I mean,
Yeah,
a nun that loses faith, maybe, but what the fuck is this?
Why would she stay a nun?
Then she abruptly gets her faith back when it turns out that Dracula is real, because if there's a devil, there must be a god, kind of thing.
Dracula is not the devil.
Well, so Dracula did serve a useful purpose then.
Yeah. But
It's
yeah,
character development.
yeah, but then Dracula goes to sleep after the Demeter goes down for several hundred years, and they do the second act of the book where it's about Lucy, focused around Lucy Westenra in the last episode, and then they don't do anything else. They just end it with the death of Lucy, and then Dracula dies as well after drinking, like I said, cancer blood.
I'm having lunch, by the way.
Christ.
I know.
Yeah.
This sounds like some Quiet Place Part 2 shit.
The more you want to claw out your eyeballs.
The more you want to claw out your eyeballs, yeah.
Didn't you do a fanfic, a Dracula fanfic, Bright Lordish chap?
What do you mean?
I remember something about Dracula.
I did a Dracula book, but the nice thing about Dracula is now is it's public domain, so I could feasibly
Yeah, you
publish
can do
it.
basically anything with Dracula at this point.
I did write a bit about Dracula, kind of reimagined, yeah.
Okay, maybe you don't like the term fanfic, sorry.
Well, no, it's not.
Funnily enough, one of my favorite stories is the manga Helsing and Helsing Ultimate, which is basically a fanfic sequel to Bram Stoker's book.
Mm-hmm. And I guess like you could call it fanfic, but I can publish it and make money off of it feasibly. feasibly.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily. Yeah, there have been fanfics in the past that. Well, of course, in those days there was no copyright. People could just publish continuations of each other's work, and hey, whatever.
Like Dante.
Yeah, like someone writes a chivalric romance, he doesn't finish it, then someone else can just up and finish it, and hey, There's something about gypsies, as I recall.
Yeah, they are Dracula's minions in the book.
Now,
yeah, he has like 3 servants that are gypsies.
I guess it goes with the Hungarian locale. Well, Transylvania, but that was Hungary back then.
Mm-hmm.
And they still have Hungarians there.
Honestly, I think the real life story of Dracula is way cooler.
Yeah.
What, Vlad the Impaler?
Vlad the Impaler, yeah.
Yeah. Based psychotic maniac.
Yeah. I read something in kind of disgusting detail about that, which was that he was at one point part of what's his name, Muhammad II's harem, the chap conquered Constantinople. So it's no wonder he turned out a bit odd. Like I said, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of stuff during that period is absolutely horrendous.
Yep. And then there's the female Dracula, Elizabeth Bathory.
Yes. Good old Elizabeth Bathory.
Yeah, she's the one who was the inspiration for the
Loftons.
Lady Loftons. Yeah.
Danielle Lofton or something?
Yeah, pretty sure it was Danielle Lofton.
What's on the agenda next month for movie nights and stuff? We're doing the hoo-ha, right? We're doing a Wheel of Time, right?
Yeah, that starts on the 19th and ends in December.
Wait, how many episodes does this have?
Apparently there's going to be 8. 3 episodes for in 3 episodes in the first week, and then one for the next 5 weeks.
Oh, it's not once a week like Game of Thrones was then.
Not quite. They'll release 3 episodes.
It's more like The Mandalorian, where they released the first 3 episodes pretty close together, if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay. So, and then it goes weekly, maybe.
Yeah, then it goes weekly, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so they're being relatively generous, I suppose you could say, with saying, hey, here's 3 episodes. Let's just start off with.
Do you think are they going to cover like the whole first book in one season?
It might be actually the first 2 books in one season.
Oh, it's that short?
No.
What, in just eight episodes?
Yep, Last Kingdom did it, so I think they're assuming that they can.
That's concerning.
A little bit, yeah.
Unless there's like a lot of filler in the books or something. But then what one person's filler is another person's essential detail, so who knows? Like the way they cut basic things from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, well, it also seems like they're adding a bunch of stuff to the books based on what I heard at the trailer commentary.
Yeah, the trailer is full of like original content for some reason. Like
The vibe I was getting from the trailer was basically the same as the Narnia movie, or first Narnia movie. Where,
really? Huh.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
where it was basically, okay, we're going to do a book, and then we're also going to add a bunch of other things that were off screen or something.
Oh, like the Hobbit trilogy did too, only
Yeah.
maybe not quite so.
Well,
So
kind of,
hopefully not quite so out there.
well, kind of the thing about the Narnia books is that they are actually so short that you can fit everything into them fairly easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 200 pages.
I think they're really
Or
short.
even less than that.
Yeah, they're actually like pretty short. They're only like 20,000 words or something. Maybe like 17,000 words. Which by novel standards is very short.
Point being, they're not very long, so you can make movies out of their whole plot pretty easily.
Yeah.
And often you have to actually pad it out with off-screen stuff.
Or kind of just, well, actually, like in the case of the Narnia movies, they actually like kind of they added stuff that wasn't in the book, but I think it actually works fine. Like what was it? Like kind of adding the backdrop of World War, like kind of putting a little bit more focus on the backdrop of World War One.
World War II, right?
World War II, I mean.
Wasn't it World War II? Because
the
first movie starts with the Blitz.
Yeah, the first movie starts with a Blitz raid happening, and they actually do have the battle in the first Narnia movie, which the first battle in the battle in the first Narnia movie is friggin' awesome.
Yeah. Brightness, Becca says.
Funnily enough, it's actually more realistic than a lot of other battles in fantasy.
Yeah, it actually is. King Emperor Penguin went through the battle a little bit ago, kind of like talking about how, no, this is actually a really good battle. This might be one of the best battles, like in terms of like tactical usage that I have seen on this channel. Like it's better than the Battle of Five Armies. It's better than
the Battle of Winterfell.
Yeah. It's better. God. It's better than the
That's
Battle. It's better than Bob.
That's not hard either.
Yeah, that's not hard.
Pardon me a second, but Brightness Becca says Narnia leaves a lot of room for taking your time and doing world building and character development and things like that.
Yeah, I do like.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff from what I remember that is just added on.
Yeah.
But yeah, they actually got, colorful visuals for their medieval-themed army, which is so rare to see, even though it's pretty accurate. And it got a functional phalanx charge. A wedge charge, I guess.
Yeah.
And, Peter is actually smart enough to close down on his helmet.
Yeah.
And, wear a helmet, period.
Yeah, and he uses a shield. Which,
And he doesn't start galloping immediately when he's charging, because that's fucking stupid.
Supervisor Second Engineer Dallas reporting. This will be my last report.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the Narnia movies too. I think that they're actually they're kind of one of the few times where I would say that the movie actually is better than the book.
Please tell Dunn and the kids.
Because they actually have more time, and I also absolutely love Ray Winstone as Owen and Dawn French as Mr. and Mrs. Beaver. They are my favorite Mr. and Mrs. Beaver ever. And it's kind of funny. Becca, you've seen Harry Potter. You know that Dawn French played the fat lady, Eddie Portrait, in Harry Potter. She was also Mrs. Beaver, which is kind of funny.
Yep, right. Space Junk says, in the old days, everything was brown and gray. Color wasn't invented before the 80s. Well, 70s probably, but yeah, something like that. Everything used to be black and white and gray in those days.
Yeah, what better reason to have a lot of color in your army? Liven things up.
It looks cool, yeah, basically.
Comedy legend, yeah. Apparently she's a very famous British comedian. I do love kind of the bit where she's like, hey, honey, stop your fussing. You look lovely. Funniest lady who ever existed. Yeah, she's very funny as Mrs. Beaver, and Ray Winstone is very funny as Beaver, as Mr. Beaver as well.
Oh, Joe, now I'm remembering the ones from the other film.
Oh yeah, where they look like tubs.
Basically, like enormous fuzzy pin cushions.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate actually. Have you seen the BBC Narnia movies?
Yeah, I think I missed the Prince Caspian one, but I saw the other ones. I saw Silver Chair with you. You, Brightness Becca. Who else was there? I think Brightness Enough was there too, and I think the Wolf Chap might have been there. I'm not sure.
I know White was there for Dawn Treader, and he was hilariously triggered by the dragon. It was hilarious.
I think he was also there for Silver Chair, but he was late.
But yeah, he was there for Silver Chair, and he was just like, "What the heck is wrong with that snake?" Isn't it basically just a giant blow-up doll? What the? Okay, what is?
Well, it was pretty scary.
Yeah, for 12-year-olds.
Well, for 12 months old, but yeah.
Oh yeah, 12 months old. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tarek was there too. I guess we had a bit of a crowd that time.
Yeah. The dragon was pretty. The dragon was great. Dragon was something to behold.
Well, yes, that's a way of putting it. Well, the dragon's not even in the books, then the dragon just sort of randomly turned up. And I don't know, someone said something to it and it went away.
Yeah. And they actually reused the same dragon model when they were doing Voyage of the Dawn Treader.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's the one that also has Reaper Chief Levitate.
Yes, that one was hilarious.
Like he's some kind of space alien or something.
Yeah.
I need to go back to my planet.
I need to go now. My planet needs me.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Are you referring to what I think you're referring to?
The Simpsons meme, yeah.
Yes.
I've only watched one episode of The Simpsons in my entire life.
Oh,
I'm aware of that. Well, we didn't have cable growing up.
Yeah, that's.
So my mother got us involved in book reading, and that was our entertainment.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Though we often would sneak computer time frequently because my mom actually made computer time something that we had to earn. Computer and movie time something we had to earn. And we only got 3 free hours a week. So I may pass that down to my kids because it made me much more industrious as a person.
Yeah, and you got to read a lot of books. Although if you do that the wrong way, then the kids will view reading books as a chore instead of as for fun. But
Well, the thing
it depends on the kids, I guess.
The thing that got me to do it for fun was actually audiobooks. Like my mom would give us a bunch of audiobooks, and I still listen to audiobooks to this day. And that's kind of how I found Wheel of Time and was able to get through the series relatively quickly.
Oh yeah, that's why some book clubbish. If I were going to do Wheel of Time at all, it'll probably be on a book clubbish thing where we were listening to audiobooks, and you can just wander around and do stuff while you're listening to it or whatever.
Yeah, since I have I could probably do them since I have all the audiobooks.
Yeah, that'd be worth doing sometime. Because I doubt I'm going to. I mean, if I do read any more fantasy books, it'll either be Mistborn or maybe Terry Pratchett, because I would probably like Terry Pratchett.
Yeah, Terry Pratchett is great. Terry Pratchett is really, really funny.
Yeah. And since I'm really a parodist, or a satirist at heart.
Yeah. Kidding about what, Space Junk? What in particular are you talking about?
Yeah. Clarify.
Yeah.
Please clarify, I should say.
Yeah. Please clarify, my dude.
Yep. No, we had TV. Now we watched television, but of course in those days there wasn't cable yet until the 80s.
Do the clearing, Spacey.
You did not read Wheel of Time? No, I listened to the audiobooks because I think the first audiobooks that I ever listened to were the Redwall series, which I honestly really love that series still to this day.
Yeah. And Brightness says, getting kids to read can be tricky. I always read for fun, but my youngest brother doesn't read at all. And we were all raised on a love of books, but she's the one who did it for fun, and her brothers either sometimes or not at all.
Mm.
Yeah, audiobooks didn't exist in my mind either when I was younger. In fact, they may not have existed full stop, or if they did, they might have been cassettes or something in those days. But I've been listening to not Game of Thrones, Song of Ice and Fire by audiobook lately with the book club at Gray Area. So, or for really long things, it's kind of handy.
Yeah, I mostly got into reading via audiobooks, specifically for Harry Potter.
Yeah, the audiobooks for Harry Potter are really good.
Yeah, so that's... Yeah, I mean, I like to read actual books, but the audiobooks are useful for things that are really long that you don't necessarily want to reread the entire thing, because I still read regularly. When I go to bed, I always have to read a book for a while.
One, I know. Oh, okay. Okay, he knew one. Okay, so Spacer knew one. An audio drama of The Hobbit. I think that's what might have been my first experience, was the BBC radio drama of The Lord of the Rings, which is actually like fairly similar to the Peter Jackson version, which is interesting. Like, but it came out in I think the 80s or 90s. I'm not sure which.
80s maybe?
Probably.
I could check. It seems like the kind of thing they would have had early on. Let's see. Just say Lord of the Rings, right?
Yep, Lord of the Rings.
1981 radio series, Wikipedia says.
Cool. I was correct.
Yeah, well, I was correct, but yes.
Oh, I was vaguely correct.
Close enough.
Yeah. The radio drama is actually on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of radio dramas that you can find on YouTube.
Yeah, maybe the culprit might have run out.
Yeah, since like we were able to watch all of the BBC Narnia movies for free on YouTube, just without any copyright problems.
Yeah. There was something else we watched without copyright problems. Oh, Legend of the Seeker, that was it.
Very briefly, but then we got getting struck.
Oh, kill it.
Yeah. Well, on YouTube at least. Rumble doesn't care. We weren't able to stream Legend of the Seeker for longer than a few minutes.
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. But I think the actual people who put it out didn't care, but YouTube got into a fit.
For a little bit, and then because it's Disney, I lost the copyright battle.
Kill it.
And that is why I just say, let's just do Rumble for commentaries. And we just, I just barely released Dracula 2020, the 2 episodes that we did last year. And I also released Army of Darkness, the Evil Dead remake, Aragon, and I'm going to be releasing Lord of the Rings at some point.
And you've got a bunch of Star Wars things on Rumble, too.
Yeah.
Rumble's not
Your
quite so
Rise of Skywalker commentaries in 2 parts. That's amazing.
Actually, not in 2 parts. It's actually 2 different recordings.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's 2 different groups of people on the same movie.
Now.
Damn.
Oh, right, because you watched it earlier, and then you watched it again with
friends.
You watched it earlier with a different group of people. You watched it earlier with maybe, I don't know. I was going to say Wolf and Neff, but that doesn't make sense because they won't watch it.
It was Setter. It was Setter, Tarek, and a couple other people. I can't remember who. It's been a long, long time.
I can remember that I was not part of it because I didn't have the time and it was really late.
No worries. Okay.
Yeah. Yep, I think I need a lengthy break from Star Wars.
Yeah. That's probably a good idea.
Yes. People were getting a bit jumpy during the Rise of Skywalker thing.
Well, I think it's just like they hate this movie a lot.
Well, yeah, but let's not take it out on each other, though.
Well, they just view it as intelligence insulting on the same level that you find Game of Thrones intelligence insulting.
Yeah.
And, like, it's honestly, I would say that Rise of Skywalker is, like, the sequel trilogy as a whole is not quite as bad as Season 8, but Narnia, not Narnia, what is it,
Pardon me.
but Rise of Skywalker is on every technical level worse than Season 8.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Because the level of stupidity that needs to go on in order for that plot to happen is way worse than anything in Season 8.
Like, not even happen, just start.
Yeah, the immediate, like, oh, Palpatine is alive.
And we don't get any reaction from the rest of the galaxy.
Yeah, I actually remember this bit that Space Junk is talking about. Maybe that was during the Silver Chair. She told Becca to imagine Narnia. He told Becca to imagine Narnia with a red wedding. I actually remember that.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
Yeah, he just sort of randomly wasn't dead or something.
Yep, pretty much.
Ooh.
I have died before.
Apparently. Which I'm pretty sure is a line straight out of Dark Empire.
Well, you're only as dead as you feel anyway.
I think the funniest part about The Rise of Skywalker is that it takes the relatively simple mechanic presented in Dark Empire and manages to completely botch even that.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you send your soul out of your own body and into another. Okay, fair enough. In Rise of Skywalker, it's like, okay, you're gonna hop into the body of the one who kills you, and when they kill you, your soul will pass into them. But then, why didn't you pass into Vader? And then Rey does kill him, but his soul does not go into her for some reason, even though she also dies. And it doesn't go into any of the Snoke clones that he has 200 meters away.
I kind of missed Rey dying somehow. How did I miss that detail?
At the very end, and then Kylo brings her back to life instantaneously.
Oh yeah. No, I do remember that now.
Yeah, they don't make it. They don't even make it clear that she's dead. She's just lying there unconscious, I guess. And then Kylo somehow survives getting tossed down that chasm when the fall would have broken his back.
Yeah. And I said, "This scene is so hot." And Tarek said, "I don't want ever to hear that from you again."
Yeah, Tarek was hardcore triggered by that. It was hilarious.
I mean, he was like,
yeah, I don't think he wants his time with Becca to be tainted and haunted by that line.
Yeah, I remember that Becca cosplayed as Rey very briefly for a April Fool's thing.
what?
Oh, right, the April Fool's video where she had Rey as her PFP. I remember that.
Yeah, and
we must worship at the altar of Reylo and cuties.
Finest Becca says, I've scarred poor Tarek enough.
Yes, you have.
My soul. How long will it? What can I do to make penance? A million ages of penance could not make up for this crime.
They finally had to open the mystery boxes, and then it turned out there was nothing in them but a pile of crap.
I hate it when that happens.
Because Ray is the opposite of Vin.
That is correct, yeah. Vin actually is cool. Ray is not.
Is that from the Wheel of Time?
No, Mistborn.
Mistborn, okay.
Basically, she's a scavenger urchin.
Is Vin the one with the dog?
Yeah, she's the one with the dog.
Cool.
She's one of my favorite female characters. I think she might be my favorite female character, honestly. Since I really do like Kaylin Amnell from the show. I don't like her in... I think she's in the books. Let's see. Ouch.
Somehow Hitler returned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much equivalent.
Yeah. Why does he even say it that way? Wouldn't he say somehow the Emperor survived? That would make so much more sense for him to say in context. Because
I'm not
Snoke
sure.
was never called the Emperor, he was called the Supreme Leader, so the title of Emperor is really distinct.
So basically, Snoke was Hitler.
Yeah, he was Hitler and Palpatine.
He was a cheap knockoff of Stalin. And then Hitler came back to life. Or maybe Castro is a better example.
I wouldn't say Castro is quite on that level of evil, but who knows?
Well, Snoke doesn't do anything evil.
Except
Oh.
for, like, torturing Rey, I guess.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Oh man, that's funny that Becca's triggered by the mention of Kelsier, one of her favorite characters in Fortnite.
Who is Kelsier?
He's the mentor character in Mistborn.
Okay. And there
she's-
is it like there's a character named Kelsier in Fortnite, or is it just the character?
There's a character skin in Fortnite that is based off of Kelsier.
Ah, fuck.
Let's be honest, says Witness Becca. Is torturing Rey even evil?
Yeah.
I'd say it's probably not possible, though, because
It's
her...
like, as terrible of a character as Rey is, like, yeah, if you torture someone who hasn't done much, if anything, wrong, then yeah, I'd probably consider you evil.
The good news is that she'll get over it really fast.
Yep. Because she always does.
Yep. I love it when that happens.
Yeah. Don't you love it when characters sustain debilitating trauma and then just walk it off?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Unlike the much more interesting option of having it actually affect them.
Nah. Who wants to be affected by anything? Witness Becca says, "You're too serious, Norwegian man."
Yeah, I'm always serious. Why so serious?
Why so serious? He sticks a blade in my mouth. I actually do think that like we should do some Christmas movies as kind of to celebrate the year since like there's a bunch of good Christmas movies like Chronicle, like the first Narnia movie is a really good Christmas movie.
What about
Die
the Grinch
Hard.
movie? What about the Grinch film?
I very much enjoy the Grinch film, so I'd be fine to watch that.
Die
I mean, I
Hard.
know it's one of your favorites, so
I wouldn't say it's like one of my favorites.
but you
I-
like it. You've got it. You've got one or two hoo-has, reactions from it, reaction clips.
That's because Jim Carrey is infinitely quotable.
And then there's Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, which I gave up on, like maybe halfway through it when I was watching it. It's still better than Kirk Cameron's Christmas, though.
Yeah, that's because Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas is one of the worst things in existence.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I mean, even if I remember correctly, even from a filming point of view, the bit where he beats up the heretic chap was not even filmed very well.
No, it was not filmed very well at all.
Yeah, that's like we're being a little we're being kind when we put it that way.
And it's like, wow, this is like one of the most I've seen like school plays that were better than this movie that were filmed at a technical level than this freaking movie. Yeah. Though I love how Tarek called it a religious experience. That was hilarious. Hey, James
Yeah.
Knighton. Okay.
Okay, I'll be right back. Actually, you know what? I keep forgetting you can hear everything that I do in the kitchen.
Okay. I'm dead. I'm dead. There. Dead. What was better than a school play? That would be Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas. We have a full reaction video on it live. Our reaction to it was live on YouTube, and it was kind of amazing because we saw it was just like, wow, this is incompetently filmed to a degree that is kind of amazing.
My dog does better cinematography, and I don't even have a dog.
Yeah. Seems as though Aspiring and Becca have turned into almost as bitter rivals as Becca and Aspiring.
Here's a game. Assign everyone a rival who is regularly on the podcast.
Yeah. And I'm Ardman Nut.
Should probably watch Die Hard for Christmas.
Yeah, I should. I think that would be fun because Die Hard's a really good movie. Favorite Wallace and Gromit film? I have not seen much Wallace and Gromit, unfortunately, so I can't say anything. Ooh. Attract warfare. You can't. Except with your lovely bard. Then it's pretty much like almost pretty blissful as far as I'm aware.
You know how it is. Love and war.
What? Matter of loaf and death show.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one actually.
Hmm.
I think I was going to see Curse of the Were-Rabbits, but I didn't see it.
Me and my bard, only peace. 'Tis beautiful and tragic all at once. Yeah. We all have a pretty ideal OTP, I think. Hmm. You're at the most annoying part. The rock can kiss my butt. I love that. Yeah, that rock. I hate this rock. And screw this rock in particular. Have you seen the what is it? The Nash review of Excalibur?
I haven't even seen Excalibur.
It's basically King Arthur but rated R.
Mm-hmm. I've seen like maybe one scene from that, and it's the terrible jousting sequence with Lancelot.
Yeah, that scene's pretty bad. There's a lot of bad scenes.
They're
and
using the lance technique is completely incorrect. Which, to be fair, they wouldn't know what correct lance technique was.
Nash, I've seen Excalibur, great movie. I actually don't know. Want to become famous? Oh my gosh. Oh gosh.
BigGeFollows.com.
We have a spam bot in chat. Apparently. Or at least on the Twitch chat.
Isn't Becca a moderator?
Not on Twitch.
On Twitch? Aren't you streaming this to YouTube?
I'm streaming it to both.
Oh.
Because that's one of the nice things about it is like I can stream it to both locations simultaneously. I can just like, I can just stream to both. It's fine. So I figure I might as well.
No, it's not in the YouTube chat. Okay.
Yeah, because it's in the Twitch chat.
Okay, I'm just seeing both in StreamYards.
Yeah.
Do you have any mods on Twitch?
I don't have any viewers on. I barely have any viewers on Twitch.
Oh, okay. Well, since you've given the warning that it is a spam bot. Pretty sure nobody's gonna pay it any mind.
Want to become famous? Buy followers and viewers on bigfollows.com. What the? Shut up. Kill it.
Also, who's eating chips? Nobody. I'm eating pizza.
I'm eating carrots, if that counts. We're adding value.
Go. Okay. There's that obstacle cleared. Now to the next bit. Yeah. Let's see.
So no moderators. So no moderators in Twitch then.
Yeah, I'm not able to. And I can't do anything
Some
while I'm
burnt pizza? No, pizza is not burned.
So you can't do anything with your superpowers.
at the moment, no.
Yeah, it seems to have stopped anyway, at least for the moment.
Well, it looks like it was just one singular spam bot, thankfully. So
Yeah, there's one that turns up sometimes in gray area. I think it's gray area. Maybe it's Green Hands, who's advertising porn sites and stuff, and rather pervy sounding things too. So it gets a little bit. It gets a little much.
I'm a Twitch streamer. I'm a dual streamer. I'm streaming to YouTube and Twitch because I can.
Oh no, they're not me, because they started before I did. Not to mention that I can hear them. I wouldn't be able to hear them if they were me. I suppose it could be the Fall Guy, though. Yeah.
Take the blame for me, Balerion.
I'm actually to blame for everything. Sorry, Bright Lord.
Oh, no worries.
Carry on. You were saying?
Well, I was just going. I actually forgot what I was going to say. Actually,
You see, that's definitely my fault. I distracted you. So.
well, I think it's just like, yeah, you have to walk around the asteroid into the vacuum and place the beacon out there. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Hashtag.
Okay, thank you, Space. Done the Twitch shot thought.
Hashtag blame Balerion.
Oh, ouch. Okay.
Twitchy thought.
I ain't no Twitch thought. I don't have breasts.
No comment.
I'm missing very specific points of the anatomy, and I am not wasting the money on plastic surgery to get them.
You cheapo.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, I am a miser. That's what my family calls me. My family is calls nickname for me is Mr. Scrooge because I don't spend any money.
Well, I don't spend money either, but.
Well, I admittedly don't make much money, but
Yeah, there's that too.
Yeah, I'm not a big spender either. My little
yeah,
brother
I just dump all my money into the stock market.
James
Space
Knight, ever seen the Polar Express? Yes.
I have it. Yeah, I have too. Polar Express is pretty good. I like it.
Space Chunk says he wanted to come on and help you with the game, but then he thought that might be inappropriate.
No, you're fine.
I really liked Polar Express when I was a kid. Then I saw a clip from it as an adult, and
Yeah.
the uncanny valley effects really hit hard.
Which reminds me, if I'm wondering if my Dragon Blaster will have come today.
Hopefully it does.
My order got cancelled for some bizarre reason. Apparently, some technical glitchy thing. So I reordered it.
Strange.
Yeah, some bizarre thing on their end, I guess. Because he says that you make big money selling Dragon Blaster merch, which I'm sure is true.
What Dragon Blaster merch?
Uh,
Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's see. I'll wait for the right time to start walking out into the vacuum.
In Japan, Dragon Blaster threatens to dethrone and replace the Gundam franchise as a top cultural icon. There's Space Junk. Also, the White Dragon is here.
Hey, White Dragon, how's it going?
Hey, White
Dead
Dragon!
Welcome, Dead Chap.
There we go. Alrighty.
I think I'll have to leave. It's getting way too late over here. And I think my phone might break down. Because it's getting really hot for some reason. So yeah, see you guys later.
Alright, see ya. I'm gonna try and finish this thing. Oh, ouch. Oh, looks like I need to at least reserve one shot. So close. But yeah, I think another book that I don't know if you'd like it or not is The Lost Legion. Since it's got some like fun stuff in it. Not quite as funny as say Dragon Blaster, but that's because Dragon Blaster is kind of my main comedic work.
Oops. Sorry, forgot to mute myself.
You're fine. I couldn't hear anything anyway.
Odd, it seems to be random.
Name of the Wind. I have heard about it repeatedly, but I have never watched it. Never read it, I mean.
Oh yeah, the next Dragon Blasters, of course, has to have a pansexual raccoon subplot.
Not a subplot. It won't be a subplot. It'll be a cameo. That's too dumb even for me.
That's too dumb even for you. What happened to the Lester chap? Did he die?
He's in Europe, so I think he had to go to bed.
Oh, okay.
Where store is?
Space Junk says that the pansexual raccoon will be the antagonist for the first half of the book, but will become a fan favorite friend over the course of the story. That sounds about right.
Sorry, the antagonists have to at least be somewhat threatening.
That's pretty. A pansexual raccoon is pretty threatening.
No, it's not.
Don't contradict me, young man.
That's just your opinion.
Why painfully?
Sounds like gas, baby. Bring it on.
You don't have your hoo-ha. You don't have your hoo-ha, your reaction thingies at the moment.
Available to me now.
Good. I mean bad. I mean good. What a pity. I mean something.
Oh dear.
He will drive off into the sunset laughing.
Ugh, so close.
Does he have a talking plant alien? Do you have a talking plant alien?
No, I don't have aliens in this book.
What about talking plants? Full stop.
No, I don't have No, I don't have talking plants.
Then you stink.
Yeah. Well, I probably do need to take a shower. It's an hour today at some point.
Nah.
I do love Treasure Planet. Treasure Planet is awesome. It's pretty much the best Treasure Island adaptation in existence.
That's Disney live action, right?
Nope, it's animated.
Oh, okay, but it is still Disney.
Yeah, it's before Disney got bad. It was kind of in the it was kind of in that phrase that Disney was kind of experimenting with stuff.
It's from like the early part of this century.
Yeah, the early 2000s.
Yeah, I think Lilo and Stitch is from then too, I believe.
Yeah, Lilo and Stitch is pretty dang good. I have not seen any Muppet movies besides Muppet Treasure Island.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I would have loved those Disney Renaissance films.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think the Disney Renaissance movies are great, especially Beauty and the Beast. I hate the Beauty and the Beast sequels a lot. Well, they're not even sequels; they're midquels because they understand that the story's wrapped up. Yeah, they used a lot of the 3D software from Tarzan. Yeah, Disney Tarzan is the best Tarzan adaptation. It's kind of sad that for a while they had the kind of a lot of the best like book to movie adaptations in terms of like adventure serials from a while back. But like Tarzan, Treasure Island, that sort of thing. And oh yeah, Atlantis 2 sucks. Atlantis 2 is awful.
Yep. I confess that most of what I know about the Renaissance comes from Lindsay Ellis. I did see bits and bobs of uh, Beauty and the Beast and some of the other ones, but not an awful lot. So most of what I know, I got from her.
Well then we should watch them then.
I'm game. I mean, it might be a little weird, a bunch of guys and they're grown-up guys watching it, but hey, I'm not fussy.
Well, there should be no shame in watching a good movie.
Yeah. I mean, if someone thinks it's weird, then hey, we're weird anyway, so why not?
Yeah. And honestly, like if you don't think the Beauty and the Beast is awesome, you kind of don't really like have good taste.
Die painfully.
Hey, no, I think that you'll think it's good.
No, not you, them.
Yeah. Because Beauty and the Beast is pretty much like almost like perfect. There's nothing wrong with that movie at all. Like as the heroine is the ideal heroine for that kind of movie. The bad guy is the perfect bad guy for the movie. The
Yeah, apparently they've got weird and don't do cartoons anymore.
Nope, they don't.
Which says, well,
Well, they mostly just do crappy live action remakes.
which is, well.
Yeah, I hate them. I hate them so much.
Well, I haven't seen them, so can't exactly hate them, but they sounded bad.
Well, they are very, very bad.
And they looked bad too.
Yeah.
Mostly, anyway. I guess some of the talking crockery was cute.
Yeah, the talking crockery in the live action movie or the
Yeah, the live action one. I guess some of those. I guess that was cute.
It kind of looked more creepy to me.
Didn't they? One of them tried to commit suicide or something?
I don't think so.
It like jumped out a window and then it got saved somehow or other.
No, I think that was part of a battle. She was going for she was trying to go for something more akin to a what is it?
Pardon me.
She was trying to do a dive bomb some bad guys.
Oh, okay. Fair enough, I guess.
Okay. I got it all saved up. Oh dear. Okay. Okay. Wally is very good. Yeah.
Who's very good?
Wally. It's a robot movie.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. I don't think you've seen it. You probably haven't seen it. And that's fine.
It's highly unlikely that I've seen it.
It's pretty good though. I admit that it's kind of one of those movies that I'll like say is that I think is really good, but I only really want to see it one time. Because it's kind of just like it's good, but it's not necessarily to my taste.
Oh, okay.
It's just kind of a cute little robot romance movie.
Oh. Seems nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah, I like it, but it's not really like a movie that I would watch very, very frequently. Yeah, well, James Knighton, that's just a fact. That's indisputable that they were trying to do a like TV series like they did with Lilo and Stitch. But they failed miserably because the animation on the animated what is it Atlantis movie was awful. It is so bad.
All functions normal and broadcasting wideband. Now we just have to hope somebody's listening. I'll position the array receiver.
Lilo and Stitch animation was crap. I would actually disagree. It's actually a pretty good, like, Alien of the Week episode thing.
Leave this channel open. What? The conduit receiver isn't responding. Isaac, can you get back to the bridge? We need that array online, or we can't receive signals from anyone responding to the beacon.
I would actually like. Yeah, it's actually like not a bad show. Oh dear. Okay.
Lilo and Stitch looked like it was good.
Yeah, I really like Lilo and Stitch. I think he's referring to the TV show that came out.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know that there was an anime. I thought that was just a TV show.
Anime is in someone in Japan went and turned it into some bizarre Japanese thing with
kawaii stuff.
With kawaii girls and mildly pervy stuff going on.
Oh, the.
Or is that just a stereotype that that's what anime is basically like?
Yeah. But actually, like, well, it's not even a stereotype. It's an accurate assessment of anime.
Because that's the impression I'm getting from all my weeby friends.
Yeah. Yeah, anime is odd. Like, I kind of watch the most normie of normie animes, which is Yu-Gi-Oh!, and that's the only one I really watch. Other than maybe, what is it? I watched the Count of Monte Cristo anime, but other than that, I just don't really watch anime very often.
Isaac,
Yeah,
we
I should watch that at some point.
signals from anyone responding to the beacon.
It's on YouTube, so don't have to pay anything really.
Yeah, we just have to get time.
It's fairly short. It's only like 20 minutes per episode. It's only like 13 episodes.
Yeah, at some point. Just to see what bizarre things they do to it.
It's really just they make it into a space opera.
Well, that's all we're doing, but they only make it into a space opera. I mean, you've read it. It's like a typical 19th century novel with an element of Gothic.
Well, they use the themology of it and just make it into, just use it as a method of like kind of like as a almost like an aesthetic, really, like the 19th century stuff. Of his,
Cool.
like neat little flavoring on the space travel.
Okay.
And like it has mech suits as well, like the Count of Monte, like the duel between the Count of Monte Cristo and Gilbert is with mech suits.
Spoiler, but in the books they don't even duel in the books.
No, they don't. He says, "Nope." He says, "I know that you, my mother told me that my father was an asshole." Well,
Basically,
and,
only of course he says it in 19th century French, but that's the purport of it. Which is why it's kind of annoying that Mercedes gets kind of shunted aside at the end. It's kind of annoying because she deserves a better ending than that.
yeah, she is kind of like, she gets basically like just, oh, you're just kind of now just single, and Morel kid gets all of Emma Dantes's oodles and oodles of cash.
Yeah, and randomly, I'm not in love. Not that you're available. I'm kind of randomly not in love with you anymore.
Yeah, and instead of Mercedes, Edmond goes off with this young foreign chick
Yeah, right.
who he kind of doesn't really like is in love with him, really, or at least like says, "You're way too young for me, lady."
Okay, I changed my mind. Now that the lady I was in love with is available, I've decided you're not too young. You're not too young for me after all.
Yeah, it's odd.
Yeah. Oh well. But yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I should read my Middle Earth version of Court of Monte Cristo.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, at some point I should read that. Maybe when I'm finished with the rabbits.
Yeah. Made in Abyss is also great. Currently I'm in the middle of a rewatch. I'm in the middle of watching a bunch of TV shows at the moment. Oh shoot!
Wouldn't it be a riot if we distracted you and you got killed?
I would be quite pissed, but
Uh-oh.
yes.
Well, that would be. That might be. I don't know if that would be entertaining or not.
Well, you will definitely probably see me mad at some points when we watch Wheel of Time.
Oh. Okay. Good. I'll have to get popcorn for that.
Yeah, because I'll be like, why are you doing this to the books I love, to my favorite book series?
Is that Amazon or Netflix?
It's Amazon.
Oh, okay. Die, Amazon, die!
Amazon's really useful. I like a lot of aspects of it. Amazon's like is the main reason why I'm allowed to publish my books and make some measure of money off of my work, and it is extremely convenient.
Yeah. True. I mean, they're an awful company, but hey.
Yeah, I think they're doing better though. I think they're improving.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, since like I know that they're giving health insurance like automatically or something. I think according to their ads.
That's an improvement because it used to amount to, oh, we'll have an ambulance available in case anything happens to you at work.
Well, that doesn't sound too. I think an ambulance raid doesn't sound too bad.
Well, you kind of want to have something taken care of before it was a matter of an ambulance.
Things are looking up. The military ship just docked in. USM Valor. I don't know what it was doing out there. It must have gotten our distress signal. We can't talk to it until
I know they're offering like really good money. The problem is like the only base that they have is in Salt Lake, so it wouldn't be worth it for me to go up there to apply, even though like they're like probably like accepting a lot of offers, like getting a lot of job offers. The problem is basically that like it would eat up my money via gas stuff. So.
No, they don't pay for they don't pay for your gasoline for you.
No.
Yeah.
Which is fair because like a lot of it is like it's like an hour drive for me to get to their nearest warehouse.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, probably Amazon Lord of the Rings probably will not be very good.
No, it will not be good. I have no faith in that. I have no faith in that show. It looks like we know basically next to nothing about it. The production seems like it's been in a dumpster fire, to say the least.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. They're adapting the Akalabe, the
Alcalabeth?
yeah, the downfall of Numenor, which I guess is an interesting story, but it's all outlined even more so than like Fire and Blood. Even more just out. Most of it, it's even more outline-ish. Well, I'm not sure if that's true, but a lot of it's pretty outline-ish. So
It's
yeah,
basically like it's like basically trying to adapt the Book of Kings in the Old Testament.
yeah. I mean, there's a bit. Some of the bits with Arfara's Zone and Sauron are fleshed out better, but yeah.
That's why I say the Book of Kings rather than the Book of Judges.
Yeah. So yeah, so it'd probably be mostly original content, and so depending on who the writers are.
Guys who have done nothing.
So
No, really, this is their first project.
they must have done something before.
No, really, they have no screen. They have no credits on IMDb. It's
So the qualifications are.
minimal.
So why were they hired? Stupid question, I know.
I have no idea. No information at all about this show has come out.
That's interesting too.
Yeah, just look up Lord of the Rings on IMDb and the showrunners, and you'll basically find that their IMDb is extremely sparse.
You'd think they'd want to build hype for it.
Well, they kind of haven't. They haven't even cast they mostly just it's mostly just a bunch of kind of generic nobodies that they've cast.
I guess nobody's could turn out okay. I mean, most of the actors in Game of Thrones weren't very well known, and they turned out all right, most of them.
Well, Sean Bean and Lena Headey were there to kind of add some measure of legitimacy to it. Same with them. It wasn't anybody else, though. There were a few other, Mark Addy, Charles Dance, to a certain extent, Nikolai. It was mostly just the young Starks that were kind of the that were kind of the unknowns.
Yeah.
Where they were kind of small-time British theater and TV actors, the guy who played G.R. Mormont.
You saw what happened with Alexander Siddig.
Yeah, that was quite the travesty. I think they're just kind of putting. Well, kind of it's just they're no it's the Shire doesn't really exist before the Shire doesn't really exist as a concept before the fall of Arnor, really.
Yeah, I mean, let's see, depending on what you call the fall of Arnor, because Arnor split up into three different kingdoms before the Shire was settled by the hobbits, but the hobbits settled the Shire shortly before the last and most powerful of those three kingdoms fell.
Arthedain. Yeah,
Yes, Arthedain. Yeah, or Arthedain. But yeah, so that was the it was about 300 years before the fall of the Northern Kingdom.
Mhm.
So yeah, it kind of was just in ovo.
So apparently there are going to be hobbits in this Middle Earth show about Numenor.
I don't know how that's going to work out.
Yeah, it makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, I mean, there must have been hobbits, but we know absolutely nothing about them. I guess that means they can just make up anything, which is, hey.
Yay.
I know, right? I guess we'll probably end up watching it, though.
Oh, yes, we are going to commentate and rip that show a new arsehole that comes out.
Wouldn't it be a riot if it turned out to be brilliant?
It would be extremely surprising.
What if we're watching and we're like, oh my, this is better than Tolkien. Forget Tolkien. This is better than Shakespeare. This is Nirvana. Time will be covered with bigger than the Quintus Silmarillion, which is. I have seen some pictures that look nice. I can't remember what it was a picture of. What was it? Was it Gondolin? Is that what it was? No, I don't think it was Gondolin, but I don't remember what it was. On the other hand, even things in Rise of Skywalker look nice.
Well, looking nice is pretty much par for the course with Hollywood these days.
Yeah, that's what they put their money and effort into, apparently.
Yeah.
Glug. Hobbits did not exist in Eriador until they crossed the Misty Mountains long after Numenor did Glug. Therion Valamar with the two trees in the background. That's right. That's what it was. And hey, it looked nice.
Yeah, other than that, there really is like nothing that we've seen of this show.
That reminds me of when I said the lighting in The Rise of Skywalker was nice, and people like, blah, blah.
Well, pretty much we're just automatically conditioned because, like, just this movie is just kind of one of those things where it's just like we just kind of like well, the thing is about The Rise of Skywalker lighting is it's actually kind of epilepsy inducing at points.
You mean it's a little bit too bright?
No.
Or too garish, maybe. Is that what you're saying? What you mean?
No, it's like it flickers.
Yeah, I guess.
It flickers. It's got a very awful strobe lighty effect to it.
But it's cool. The colors are cool.
Oh, ouch. I died. Ouch. Valinor and the True Trees, yeah. All the health. Credits will do fine. No, they won't.
So, Space Chunk wonders why they don't do a Quenta Silmarillion adaptation. But if they have the two trees, there must be parts of that in there because the two trees is before Numenor, unless they've changed that.
Yeah.
Maybe they did change that. I have no idea. But yeah.
We honestly have no idea what this story of this show is going to be. It just seems like, I don't know.
Yeah, the Quenta Silmarillion does have lots of cool stuff in it. It does have, I mean, basically the whole thing is Morgoth just takes over and drives them to the sea, and then, everything is utter in despair, and then suddenly the Arendelle brings in the Valar, and yay!
And they just completely wreck him because he spent way too much energy on making orcs.
Yeah, so Space Chunk says it will be part of a prologue to explain the existence of Numenor. So it'll be a prologue where they probably go over some of this stuff quickly. They'll probably quickly go over Beren, Luthien, Turin, all that stuff. They'll probably go over it rapid fire in the prologue. That is if he's right about it being part of a prologue.
Probably.
I don't believe this. The whole comm system is offline. Now we've gone too far. Bailey out.
We've gone too far, definitely.
Yeah. I don't even know, there aren't even, leaks about the show, which is odd. It just seems like there's such limited info.
Yeah, where's the spy photos?
Yeah, it seems like nobody's really interested in this Lord of the Rings show by comparison to something like Wheel of Time or Song of Ice and Fire or House of the Dragon. So House of the Dragon, we're getting almost constant spy photo stuff.
Yeah, we're getting globs of stuff from them, and official updates too.
Yeah, Wheel of Time also has a lot of official updates too. A lot of behind the scenes stuff has come out. They just barely dropped another trailer.
Oh, are we gonna watch that?
We might. Yeah, I could probably do a couple of streams tomorrow. One to do the Wheel of Time trailer, and I do need to get Brightness Becker her birthday present.
Yeah, I might be out tomorrow. For what that's worth.
Okay. Okay, I can. Yeah.
when says, well, I mean, Space Chap.
Yeah. Wheel of Time. If you want to come on, let me figure out when the. I might just do it at like figure out like maybe get a couple people who are like European, some of our European friends of kind of a. Maybe we'll just kind of do a mix of different things, different people, and maybe do it tomorrow at like 1-ish. Finish my time. Yeah, I would be interested to do that tomorrow and kind of talk about the new trailers. And it's only like an hour and 15 minutes, an hour 30. Well, no, not an hour 30. It's let's see, where's the communications relay? Wheel of Time. I think it would be fun to do that one. Yeah. Huh.
If it's tomorrow, I might probably end up missing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll have to figure something out. Might be Thursdays, and that way, me and Tarek can do our Ash. Well, I think we'll probably just me, Tarek, and White will do our Cabin in the Woods review.
Okay, is that one of your horror things you're watching?
Yeah, it's actually really funny.
Okay.
Because basically it's a movie that's kind of a satire that's made to kind of satirize kind of a lot of like horror tropes by kind of like creating like good reasons. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, there's a lot of good writing in Wheel of Time, but there's kind of just a lot of like odd, dissatisfying things that sometimes happen. No specifics quite yet. But we're gonna do, but I am interested to kind of figure out, like what exactly is going to happen with some of these changes that they're making. Okay, so it looks like I got that right. Oh, interesting. No specific space junk. There are some people that haven't read it, and there's some pretty cool events that I would like that are kind of better left for you to kind of see because it's very much a kind of an experience thing. I think at some points. Okay, I can understand that. Yeah. What's the I think this is how you fix the array.
Silmarillion doesn't have a lot of characters, yeah. Not that many, relatively.
Or if they do have them, they're not very well. They're not characterized that much.
Yeah, you could dump a lot of them.
Yeah, like I think the only the only characters that have like a lot of meat on them are Feanor's sons, and even then and Feanor himself.
And Turin.
Yeah, and Turin. And a few other things, but it's very
it's not what you'd call a modern or even like a 19th century novel of manners by any manner of means. It's not Game of Thrones. It's not Song of Ice and Fire either.
Or even Stormlight.
Or even Stormlight. Yeah. Yeah, you don't go to it for depth of characterization. That's not what it's for.
Yeah, it's very much like here is Tolkien's fantasy Bible. You are going to get most of the characters that you will interact with are extremely thin and are not going to be very well characterized.
Well, they won't be deeply characterized. The characterization's adequate to the purpose for which they're being used, but they're not being used for deep characterization, complex characterization.
It's mainly just like here is this character, they are meant to serve this particular purpose. They don't really have. They're basically there to kind of like in the same way as like someone like say Samson or some other Samson, David, or other like biblical characters serve. And it's not really a novel. It's not really structured that way.
Yeah, it's not really. No. Lord of the Rings could be described as a novel, but Silmarillion not so much.
This is USM Valor, widecasting on all frequencies to USGE Shimura in response to your SOS. We picked up your escape pod and reported 7 NRR room condition. This message will repeat every 30 seconds until you respond.
Oh, great. But what was I going to say about the Silmarillion? Yeah, when the Silmarillion came out and I read it, I was kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit nonplussed.
Yeah, the Silmarillion is a lot easier to digest when you know exactly what you're getting into.
Yeah, and I only had the vaguest notion of that at the time. It was, I was like, wait, when are we going to get to the Hobbits? Where is all this happening anyway? Who are these people?
Why is this reading like something out of the Old Testament?
Yeah. Where are the people remotely related to the people I know? I mean, it's true there were some people. I mean, Aragorn's ancestors are there, of course. But
Yeah. Everybody else, though, no.
not really.
Yeah. It's pretty much just like Elrond's backstory. You see the origin of Gandalf and the fact that he was basically an angel.
Which we kind of guessed anyway.
Well, not sure about that. Like, I would have never guessed that Gandalf was literally an angel. He's not an archangel like the Valar, but he's a Mire, which is basically like a demigod, same as Sauron.
Yeah, they're lesser angels, but they're still up there.
Yeah, and he had his powers significantly lessened in order to serve as a wizard and do all that stuff. It is kind of interesting how, like, have you seen the Tolkien Geeks channel at all?
I'm not sure.
He does. He recently did a video about how, like, the kind of Tolkien kind of wrestled with the metaphysics problem of the orcs.
Okay, yeah, I do remember that being an issue. Yeah.
Where, like, it seemed as though, like, kind of like, wait, Melkor can't create jack squat. It's only Iluvatar that can do that. And it's kind of just like, in the end, kind of, I think, like, the corrupted elves is kind of odd, but
Are they immortal?
yeah,
Kind of thing?
yeah. Since, like, it seems like orcs aren't immortal, like, they
That we
don't
know
live
of.
forever, since they're like apparently, like, they live short lives or something.
They get killed a lot, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's the fact that Gorbag and Shagra are acting like they're actual people.
Yeah.
What, is it 7 already? Oh, it is. I'm gonna have to go on my walk shortly.
Okay, baby.
Morgoth had some creepy powers, such as just forcing people to stay alive.
Yeah.
Gandalf is cute because he used to hide amongst the elves and whisper good advice and counsel into their ears. Actually, the Quenta does have nice language. From the point of view of language, it's good. It's not a novel. It is not structured as such. So that's why I can dump a bunch of names on you, and you're not fussed about remembering who they all are.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
USM Valor, this is Kendra Daniels on the USG Ishimura. Come in.
Yeah. Wasn't there like a thing where Morgoth was able to, like, if he had such power that he could order an orc to kill itself and it would?
Damn it, respond.
Possibly because who knows even whether orcs have free will or not.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I must rush off my walk before I go to the book club.
Alrighty. No worries.
I'll have to run off now, but I'll see you
Yeah.
on Thursday if you're doing your Wheel of Time thing on Thursday. I'll be here for that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm almost finished with this level anyway. I don't know whether I'll I don't know if I'll like I think like this will probably be the last Deadspace thing I'll do for a little bit. Since we got a lot of stuff that I'd like to do Mondays.
Oh, like what? Before I run off.
Well, kind of like I think that like I'd like to do Wheel of Time coverage, like at least like the watch together on Mondays for the non-book readers, since most of them are from England and Europe.
Okay.
And I'd probably do the book readers thing on Saturday when they're available.
So who all is going to be there for the non-book reader one?
I think it's you, Becca, Von Lustra, and I don't know whether maybe I'll bring White. I think I'll figure out a time to bring White on. Maybe we'll do Saturday would be the book readers, and Monday would be the non-book readers, since that way we can bring on White because he has Saturdays off.
Okay, good.
And so it would be White, Von Listra, Becca, and you for the non-book readers thing.
Okay, good. That'll be good. Yeah.
And then for the book readers, it's Crow, Space Drunk if he wants to come on. I know Dollface has expressed interest since he's a guy named Dollface.
Yeah.
And Spaced Oyster.
Okay, cool.
That's pretty much it in terms of people.
Okay, good. So on that note, I'm off, but I'll see you shortly.
I'll see you Thursday. Adios, my friend.
Okay, have a riot.
Yeah, it's just us now, Space Junk. We're just kind of working through this and trying to finish up this level so we can at least get to some measure of a stopping place. I'm not sure what the plan will be for with like Wheel of Time is probably going to be show watchers on Saturday, and then book readers on Monday, I think, and that'll be the commentary recording. Wheel of Time should be interesting. I'm not sure how it's going to be. My hope is that I will not be like I will try to be as objective as I can, because there we go. We're all full up. Let's go grab that save station real quick. Oh, let's grab that save station real quick. Ready? There we go. We're fully loaded and ready to go. Oh shoot. Ready? Oh, okay. Well, that was good. That was a relatively easy level. I'd say so. Now that that's complete, I think that we will call it good at 3 hours. Thank you very much for guys and gals for coming. Appreciate all that you've been able to do for this channel. It's I must say that like this has been like kind of definitely one of the more rewarding things that I've been able to do with my time recently. Is just hanging out with you guys. Anyway, we will call it good. Adios, friends. Yeah.